Greetings from South Jersey, USA. Now this is like I'm giving a tour of the garden. Okay, the garden is in full swing, right? I believe today is the 18th of July, right? So we only got till about end of September. So, but the garden really is in full swing. I do roses and flowers, and this is white roses. And when you look at over here, this patch over here contains jute leaves, which is Crain Crain. It has Callaloo, it has Salone Green, it also has pepper on the other side over there. Okay, I'm trying, not very lucky with lavender, but again, I'm going to see what happens. So you see, I have some other pots over there because I do propagate roses, grow roses. So again, that's, you know, pots that will actually be here for next year. And this plant thing that you see over here, this is Crain Crain. And those are Crain Crain as well, because, you know, it's in demand. So we plant what is in demand. And of course, my favorite Borlorgie, as you can see, right? It's all Borlorgie, right? And this bit over here is Salone Green. All right, the good old trap or the good old cage or whatever you call it. It keeps the squirrels and other critics or whatever come, the visitors at night, which I don't really need. So it's always set. I don't put no bait in it. They will go in there. If they come through, because they're curious, they're gonna go through there. So this is another patch. I believe this is what do you call it now? Honeydew melon, I think. So I'm trying it, I'm see what's going on. I did put this trellis over here. I mean, it's hooking out to it already. So we see what's happening. And one thing they say with these plants, you see, when they get like that, you're supposed to pluck. You count 7 leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's not ready yet. But you're supposed to pluck it so that way it's not going to be growing too tall, but it will produce. You use the energy to produce the fruit, and the fruit usually will be bigger. Okay, so again, this is what I do. I have different patch and I would introduce different plants to it. Reason being that some of them keeps the bug away, the companion plants. So this is my cucumber patch. Okay, and they're doing very well. So far, so good. I've actually got 3 cucumbers out of them, and this is the type of cucumbers I grow. I have the seed, I grow them every year. Okay, you can see cucumber there, you can see another one there. You know, so now they're beginning to show. There's another one there. I mean, I believe they're all over the vine. Then, of course, my favorite, okay, is pepper. You can see over there. Those look like actually habaneros. I think they are. But when they grow, I will see exactly what they are because they're not really marked. So those could be habaneros. Habanero, the leaves them usually look like this actually. Right, and this patch you're seeing over here is all okra. Maybe about 20 odd plants of okra. And again, peppers. As you can see, I have peppers all over the place because pepper is in demand. I mean, if I can zoom the camera over there, I'm seeing some peppers coming over that side too. Okay, you could see. So like I say, it's mid-July, which is about time, because really June is not really practical for the plants to start showing up. No, it's got to be July, you know, because May we start gardening. Really, it's got to be like the end of May for the weather to be actually okay. So, and then we'll have June, you know, so the plants really, we'll give them July, August to actually bear fruits. Okay, this is a tomato patch right here as well. That's a tomato patch. Like I say, it's more peppers, and there's a reason behind the pepper, because I do make the pepper sauce, and it's in demand. All the peppers are in demand. On this far end over there, I actually had to clean it out. In other words, weed it out so the plants can grow. This is all Sawa Sawa. I harvested them today. You could see from these ones, right? This plant there is hitchhiking on the Sawa Sawa. It's okra. It's actually hitchhiking on the Sawa Sawa pot, but it's okay. It's nice for brethren to dwell together in harmony. So we leave them. They're gonna do their own thing. Sawa Sawa is gonna do their own thing. And as you can see, like I said, I did harvest the Sawa Sawa today. not those ones, and the other ones I'll be showing. This is colored green, right? They don't die. Yeah, more peppers, and again, it's pepper over there, it's pepper over there, and in these pots, because I try to grow like that, in the pots as well as, you know, all those ones in the fire and the Crain Crain. These ones are all okra, and the pots are tall enough, and they should do well. This bucket that you see here is the bucket we get our palm oil from. I decided to utilize it as well, you know, and of course, all these things is organically grown. You can see my potato leaf. They need to be harvested as well, because it's a lot of them. They need to be harvested, you know. And basil. They say every garden should have a basil, so that's what it is. And these pots are also pepper, as you can see. It's all peppers. All right. And again, this is a mango. This is a mango plant. I'm trying it as it actually started going inside the compost heap. So I said, let me see how far it's gonna go. Maybe I take it indoors if it's growing and see. And that's another roses that I'm trying to propagate. This one is pink, and all these are canai. Actually, they're meant for the market, but they're not biting right now, so it's okay. But that's why I grow them for the market. You know, they're like $5 a pot. Okay, and also, like I said, I do organic gardening, and a lot of these things over here, like you can see, I just started this one all over again. This liquid fertilizer. You use all the scrap from the yard. All the, you can see over here, I actually took off all the grass, you know, and just put them there. It's liquid fertilizer. You see, this is compost heap, and this is another compost heap. In fact, all these containers are compost heap, but I have 2 empty ones. And this one is gonna be wicked, man, because it's like layer of scrap and soil. And this one is gonna be the most wicked one because it's bigger, it's wider. The soil that's gonna come out of that, it's gonna be really nice. Hey, look at that. See this? This is liquid fertilizer as well. Let me cover it. All right. So this is kind of my office, the office for the thing. Again, we'll come back to peppers. Let me see. See, peppers. And this is Salone Green. It's in demand, so I'm making sure I plant quite a bit of them as well. Just like the peppers. The peppers, all varieties of peppers are in demand. See, all those containers, again, they're all compost heap, you know. The drum is for when I want to burn leaves and things like that, okay? It's more pepper. So I'm not joking out with the peppers. I told you that already. And this is the Salone Green. This is my cone. Right, we do stuff with, that's another Crain Crain bed over there. And this is Salone Green. You'll see as I take the photo. And these ones is cassava. Okay, they're not never gonna have cassava. So what we eat out of them is the leaves. Okay, and believe it or not, those cassavas, you can eat them raw because they're cyanide. That's why they have to be cooked properly. So there's no way we're gonna get them, you know, because we would have enough time for the cassava itself to actually, the cassava tuber to come out, because it's going to be winter very soon. And again, I was telling you guys about the Sawa Sawa. There we go. Sawa Sawa. Sorel. See? And peppers. These peppers are Hawaiian pepper. They came from Hawaii. You know, somebody gave me the seeds. And so I'm tending them. When I first introduced them outside, something actually ate them, as you can see. I think pepper leaves, they taste different, so they like this one. But again, I'm doing organic gardening. In other words, like even like the stuff, what I do is I'll be using garlic, pepper, the cayenne pepper, and vinegar. That's why I spray my plants. You see that? It's all organic stuff. Right. And again, peppers, more peppers, as you can see. More peppers over here. Why so many peppers? Like I say, it's in demand. This is an eggplant. Okay? It's an eggplant. See that? eggplant. See, that's another trap over there, but that's not actually engaged right now, you know. And then you come over here, that's a pepper plant. This is watermelon, so I'm doing the same skill with the watermelon where you take off the leaves and see what happens. This is the third year I'm actually planting them. I've had success with them, but they were small, so they say you need to, when you have about 12 leaves, yeah, you got to count 6 and take them off, so the plant will concentrate on making fruits rather than, you know, marching into glory. Okay, this again is jute leaves, Crain Crain. See, pepper, and this is eggplant. Okay, this particular tomato was a miracle. It actually died, but it didn't die, right? It was all bent up, and I think I had a video that actually showed it. And look at it now. In fact, it was the first to actually start making fruits. You can see doing it right now, right? And it died, it buckled, but I resurrected it. This okra plant is also hitchhiking on the pot. Marigold is good for the insect repellent, like the hornworm. Hopefully it shouldn't come on the tomato. That's why I plant them. And also, if you have them in the yard, I mean, I can't smell them. That's the funny thing about it, because usually you should have this pungent smell, but I'm not really smelling them, but that's okay. But I mean, if you come close enough, you could smell them. All those at the back end is Crain Crain. Another pepper plant. Tomatoes. I try not to plant a lot of tomatoes, but I'm the kind of guy who don't really throw away plants if they actually come up, and that's how I end up getting them. But this is a plant I don't buy either. They would come up, they'll always come back up, and even if they don't, we always eat tomatoes. You just take the seed, they're very easy to grow or to germinate. More pepper, again, Crain Crain. All right, a lot of Crain Crain. Okay, this is cayenne pepper coming over here. This is actually from the island, right? And it's supposed to be banging, so it's budding already. So hopefully, I mean, we're gonna get some nice hot cayenne pepper from the island. Right, they don't call it cayenne pepper, they call it something else. I don't remember the name. All right, and over there is pepper again. That's tomato. You can see the tomatoes actually fruiting right now, and these are vine tomatoes actually. So, and those are one of the best ones you can have. I do have a cherry tomato in one of those plants, but I kind of forgot which one is supposed to be. Okay, that's more peppers. Okay, you can see the budding, and the budding very nice. You know, very nice. A lot of pepper coming on it, which is good. Yeah. Another tomato plant and Sawa Sawa. I did tell you that I harvested the Sawa Sawa today, but this was deliberate. I did plant Sawa Sawa in the pot as well, because it's a large pot. You know, hey, you know, you can just plant one plant in there, and then you get more peppers. And why do I do the buckets? The buckets are easy to manage, rather than if you actually plant over there. It's kind of hard because you always got to be weeding it, you see. So then you got, look at that, tomatoes fruiting up already. You see Sawa Sawa, and more peppers. Okay, and I did harvest the bitter leaf yesterday, and as I was explaining on the video that I made, all you do is you just hold it behind like that on the back and just pull it. That's what you do. So I did harvest quite a bit of them yesterday as well. Okay, so it's really good to plant. Even this pepper, again, I don't really know this one, but it could well be ghost buds. I can see a lot of buds coming on it, which is good. In mid-July, so that's good. Pepper, you know, and then that's the bitter leaves as well. Like I said, I did harvest them yesterday. That's why they look like this. And what you do, because they have a tendency of growing very tall, very tall. I mean, they can go as tall as that light that you see over there. So you don't need that. So what you do is, after you harvest it, you cut it, and you put another one in the soil. You can see this one right now is going on like it doesn't want to know, but guess what? It's going to stand up anyway in due course. So just leave it alone, it'll stand up by itself. And it's so funny how life is, right? Look at this one. I did the same thing with this one, but then this one is all standing up. All right, same with these ones. I cut it from the top and put it down there, and this is how they will grow, instead of you actually letting them grow tall. So as they grow up, you have more leaves. Fortunately, unfortunately, I have this. It's not the Japanese. It's the insect that is look like a referee, black and white stripe. I believe it's a flea bug. It's called. Right? They are the ones that are eating the Callaloo. See, they're eating the Callaloo. That's what they do. And because I'm actually doing organic, I'm not really putting pesticide on it, because you can use sevens. You see, look at the way they've done to this one. Right? You can actually use sevens, but sevens, really you don't want to introduce it because it's toxic. You know, you don't, leave it alone, and that's okay. You know, and the reason why my Callaloo and Salone Green comes every year, this is the reason. When they bud, I'll leave it, and the bud, the flower, the thing will disperse till next year. Now, if you can see, let me zoom into that stuff that I'm telling you. I just saw one over there. Yep. Where is it? You see, that's the one. These bugs, they are the one eating the plant. But the thing is, because I'm using this new stuff, they're not really many. I don't see a lot, but again, I mean, they're doing this stuff. So like I was telling somebody earlier on, it's all right for them to eat it anyway, because they're not eating all of them, right? They concentrate on one patch and just leave them to eat it. It's okay. And there's nothing wrong with the plant still, you know, because you can still cook it, because I mean, it's not like they're actually feeding on human waste or some toxic thing. They're just insects. That's all it is, you know. So you can still eat the Callaloo. Okay, you see how large or big this leaf is, man? That's a Crain Crain jute leaf. These were harvested the other day as well. Okay, in Borlorgie. Like I say, I'm the Borlorgie guy. Plant a lot of Borlorgie. See, right now, after I harvested the Borlorgie the other day, I decided to put some more stems in the ground, in the pot, sorry. Borlorgie is always nice to grow in the pot. It's good, it's better. Okay, you see that? Yeah. So that will propagate as well. I mean, we got till, you know, September, end of September with this thing. So you might as well just do it. So there's more Borlorgie. You see, and again, you see, it's not all of them they're eating. You see, Callaloo as a Callaloo, they've not even touched. You know, so again, I try to introduce citronella, marigold, citronella, and see what happens. But again, Jah provide the bread for them. Listen, so I also do a lot of flowers, like I see on the deck. I love it. Look at this one. That's a lovely flower. Now, to ask me the name, I don't remember. And this one is a resurrected flower that I got from Lowe's, the ones that'll be dying. I buy them and bring them. I know this is daisy, that's red daisy, that's yellow daisy. And again, this particular plant is struggling, but it's not going to struggle anymore because I can see the body. Right. You know, that's another one, daisy. I don't know the name of this. Is the white one of the red one I just showed you guys. Right. And then, of course, my deck, the smaller deck. If you have a fan, an electric fan, and you stand it over there, you can sit here and eat and read, and it's so beautiful. And funny enough, once you sit in here when the wind blows, you're going to smell the marigold. You're going to smell the citronella. You always do. I mean, even me shaking it right now, I can smell it. All right? And if you do that, you find there's no mosquitoes coming around. Okay? This is scallion. Again, they grow for themselves. I don't really plant them. They're here throughout the year. I mean, they don't do well in the winter, but they don't die. And this is how I introduce, you know, like waste onto a plant as well. This actually was green. I just chopped them up and put them in the soil. Eventually, they'll turn into, you know, soil. This is thyme. Again, the thyme don't die. Same thing. In the winter, they harden up, but in the summer, they just bloom again. And that's it. So if you look at the view, you know, the gardening is good. And it's really beautiful. Like I say, when you do gardening, it's very, very beautiful. It's a lot of work, but you can do it if you feel like it, because there are other things people do. you know, if you feel like doing it, you could actually do it. So I just employ the whole yard. See, that's a Borlorgie plant over there. See, so that's what I do. I have the yard. In fact, what I was thinking of doing, but it's not really easy, was actually extend this side. Right, if I can extend it, take off that barbecue grill area and leave the tree, but bring it all the way down onto here. But again, because I use pots, it's okay. You don't need to go through all the strain of extending it. All right, so basically that's the yard. And as you can see, I have a lot of plants, a lot, you know, because it's lovely to do it. This is my dream. You sweat. And how about mosquitoes and things like that? If you spray the backyard thing, they don't really come through. Plus the help of the citronella and the marigold and some of these other roses. Because the thing is, if they emit or if they give out smell, an insect don't bother them or would not bother the area, because insects don't like any type of smell. It sort of drives them away, more especially something like garlic, you know. And this plant, again, I don't buy it because you can actually take it indoors. What you do towards the end of the summer, you have to trim it, right? And maybe that will be done like the beginning of September. You trim it and it will start new stuff. And then you take it inside. And then, you know, you don't have to buy it because they sell this thing like $15 a pop. Kind of expensive. Anyway, backyard garden 2025. Check me out. I have a website, backyardgarden.com. That's BACKYARD. No, BACKAYARDGARDEN.com. And you'll see more. There's the trick and trips. I always stumble on that word. Tip and tricks on gardening. You know, so I mean, it's good. You save a lot of money. You save a lot of money and you make money too. And that's the other funny thing. You're doing something that you like and you're making money doing it. Nothing can be better than that. You know what I mean? So, and I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing this, I should even say decades now, because I see some old flicks, you know, and that's what it is, you know. So what have you got to lose? And then you can control that you eat properly as well. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. And for now, I'm signing off. Backyardgardens.com, right here in New Jersey, USA.